Hello and welcome. In this video I want to give you an overview of the most important options you can change in the application settings. Application theme. First, you may want to change the application theme. Currently there are three themes: dark, midnight, which is also a dark theme but not as dark as the dark theme; light. The default theme is midnight. To change the theme, head to the Appearance section in the application settings and select the desired theme. Save the settings to take the changes effect. Changing the theme may take a while because it must load a different icon set. To apply the change of any setting, you must save the settings first. To help with this, you will see a small asterisk on settings that were changed but not saved yet. Adjust UI scaling. The user interface for Swan is designed for a certain screen resolution, which is close to 1K. You can use the software on other resolutions, of course. To help with this, there is a feature which is called UI scaling. UI scaling enlarges all UI elements on larger resolutions and shrinks them on smaller resolutions. This also includes font sizes. There are two modes of UI scaling: automatic UI scaling, which is the default. UI elements are automatically scaled when you increase or decrease the window size. Manual or fixed UI scaling. Here you specify a fixed scaling fader which scales the UI controls up or down. The size of the controls will then not scale again when you can change the window size, but they will still be rearranged to use the available space in an optimal way. It is recommended to use the fixed UI scaling, but the right correct scaling factor depends on your needs, so you must once specify it manually. Keep screen on. If you use a screensaver and don't want a screensaver to be enabled during working in Swan, e.g. during rendering, you can enable this option. It should also avoid to turn your screen off. Use native file dialogs. For files you work the most with, as flames or gradients, there are special Swan-specific file dialogs, often called a library, e.g. the flame library. For other cases, Swan uses standard file dialogs. There are two choices to display these dialogs. Godot file dialogs. They will look the same on all platforms, but may seem unusual to you or miss some features. Native file dialogs, for example the Windows Explorer. The default setting is to use native file dialogs, which is also recommended, but you can change this here. Enable AI features. Swan has some AI-related features to generate images, e.g. creating images from a reference flame image or generating images by a text prompt. There will be a separate video about this subject. However, these features are disabled by default and not visible in the user interface. And they need an installation of a third-party product called Automatic 1111. If you want to use AI-related features, you must once enable the option Enable AI features first. FFmpeg. When creating animations, Swan renders the individual frames and then assembles or encodes the final animation using a third-party product called FFmpeg, which must be installed separately. You must once specify the path to your FFmpeg installation in the application settings so that Swan can use it. There will be a separate video about encoding fractal animations and the use of FFmpeg from within Swan. Folders. You can change the path for your files as flames and rendered images in the folders section, but there is one special thing about flame folders. Like for other file types, there is one basic flame folder. The flame library contains all flames of this folder. After setting it up once, it should not be changed, but you can add up to 3 additional flame folders, which also will be displayed in the flame library. These are meant as read-only folders, for example for accessing older works or flames from other software packages like JWildfire. You can clear or change these folder paths when they are not more needed. But there must be always the base flame folder. The other settings should be straightforward or rarely used. This is the end of this video. Thank you for watching and see you in the next. Bye.